between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagles first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there. 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Off the play fake. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come off the ball. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, Love. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 15, check 15. Let's go.
The toss out to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. Second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
All day, dog. Zoom, zoom. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick it up.
To throw on second down. Love. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Gall. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Mike Ford in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Off-play action. Love. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to throw. Love. And Watson has it right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll lift it throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 5, Mike 5. I'm going to run you over. Run you over. Mike 5.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean,
following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
that would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Goff slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now gone. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Go.
They'll run with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st down, Love. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Gall. And his throw here's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. Goff throwing again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Gone. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to Mixon on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Goff. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough third and 5. Here's Goff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Sanders on for the extra point.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. That kickoff return 104 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is gone. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready? On the bench. I'm here all down. Man left, man left. 3 out, set. Mike 5. All day. All single.
On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Back to throw, Goff. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Crunch. Crunch. 6-6. Pull it high. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. The 30. The 20, 10, 5, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, here we go. Oh, kill, kill, kill.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
You got nothing.
They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's mine. Mike 5. Mike 5. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw on second down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gone. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is Barkley. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking to throw. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, gone. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was All-State. I'll make it rain out here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Goff. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Vikings, the win